The impact catalyst is a game changer in terms of how we approach socio-economic development within this country. I think it creates perhaps a new way of partnership between private sector and public sector to address the burning challenges that we are facing of poverty, unemployment and inequality.
While individual companies like our major mining houses put in a good effort to enhance the quality of life of their neighbours, the impact of these efforts could never be optimised, as there was no mechanism to pool together all the available CSI funds in an area.
As an organisation on our own, we would never be able to create this type of impact. So an opportunity came about. It was about how do you create sustainable, vibrant economies, creation of new economies that can ensure that, especially within the mining sector, those communities can continue being sustainable long after we're no longer there.
We know that a lot of CSIR funding goes to urban projects, but actually the most vulnerable communities are out in the rural and peri-rural areas around which many of the mines operate.
We can ensure an impact far beyond the expected life cycle of the mine. This type of collaboration forms the essence of the impact catalyst.
The impact catalyst forms the perfect springboard to support the Zutari vision to co-create an engineered impact to assist communities to build self-sustainable, vibrant local economies that are no longer entirely dependent on handouts from benefactors.
We wish to be accelerators of socio-economic prosperity in South Africa through leading innovation. Now that is at the heart of what the impact catalyst is about.
We cannot come and impose on communities. We have to be able to learn how to actually engage with communities around a common purpose.
The Impact Catalyst is going to allow World Vision and other partners to take a long-term approach with communities. We know that we will get involved in programming that will drive educational change. We will drive programs related to local economic development, and new businesses will be created and people in those communities will become self-sufficient, which means they won't be having to move to big cities over time. They can live their lives where they've grown up and flourish there.
If it's not transformative, then it's going to fail to achieve its end goal of reducing inequality and then addressing the issues of unemployment. Because at the end of the day, that is the challenge that we are faced with.
The largest percentage of our population, in fact, is the youth. And if we don't invest in our youth, we cannot have a future. So it's not about us, it's about the impact that we make in society, in government, and in industry. So that's what we are going to expect.
This vision sees mining as a long-term investment that can create thriving, self-sufficient communities.
We are very passionate about this project. We are planting seeds here of trees that are going to grow, which we will, as this generation, not have the opportunity to sit under, but understanding and knowing that these trees will bear fruits for our children and the next generation to come. That is our purpose.
So we want to be the fire starters of this forest fire that's going to become South Africans changing the trajectory of South Africa for themselves and for their future generations.
Nelson Mandela once said, "Poverty is not natural. It can be overcome by the actions of human beings and should not be a gesture of charity, but rather an act of justice."
It will be the catalyst to a new future for ourselves and our host communities.
As the newly established Zutari, our real strength is to bring the dream of Impact Catalyst to implementation. And for this reason, we are thrilled to be a partner in this venture.
The Impact Catalyst is a game changer.
The Impact Catalyst, we will begin change that will last forever.
The Impact Catalyst is the future.